All right, good morning, guys. It's 8/17/2020 on a Monday. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of simulation trading, how to set up your paper side of things on the TD Ameritrade or ThinkorSwim platform. It's going to help you guys understand the overall, basically the platform itself. I would highly suggest you guys at least trade on the paper side for a good 6 months. I know a lot of you are beginners in this investors club, or anyone watching this on investingondemand.com. But there's a lot of know-how before you get into trading your real money. And trust me, I made mistakes, jumped into it, being impatient, and I actually lost money, and I regret it. But anyways, this is going to help you understand the chart patterns, the stock patterns. Let me go ahead and log in. But the goal is to always understand how a stock trades. If something's trading up for 3 to 4 days, typically you're going to see a decline, right? And it's a matter of how far that decline will go down and then pop back up, and timing it just right and buying the low and selling the higher. And same thing with options. When you get into these, you're going to know when to buy a call and when to sell a put, when to buy a put and sell a call, vice versa, so on and so on. You know, there's a lot of strategies there. You can buy a call and sell a put against basically selling one and buying another, iron condors, jade lizards. There's so many different strategies with options. I don't even want to get into that. That's not the reason for this video. It's simply to just show you what I see within my trading account. This goes for my paper and my real account, because what I practice on the trading, I mean what I practice on the simulation, I want that to be exactly how it is on the real side. So the first and foremost thing is setting up your account to see, basically, let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can go ahead and get into a position. I wanted to show you this and I kind of messed up. Where are we at here? Let me just see if I can buy this. And it's probably not going to do it because we're not in the market right yet. But anyways, how to set up your columns. Oh, there we go. I got it to pop up, even though I shouldn't be in this trade at all. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in both my simulation and the real side of things. I have a quantity, the days to expiration. It's going to be 0 if you're buying shares only, but if you're messing with options, it's going to tell you how many more days you have left in that contract. The market price, the market change, and this is for today, the percentage change, and then I have a couple Greeks here showing up, and that's delta, theta, and gamma. And then I have the implied volatility, or the volatility percentage, and then my P&L open since I actually opened the position, and then just your P&L for today. And how you would change that is you would go over here to the gear once you get into a position, and it's going to go for all of these. So you just set it right here, okay? So watch again. I go over here to the gear, and that brings up the columns of group, and I can set these. So just scroll down to quantity. You can type them in even, and you would just hit select it and then add items, and that adds it. It's already added, but I'm going to remove this, and then over here I can actually move down a couple spots, hit OK, and look, it moved the quantity over. Go back over to the gear, go back up to quantity, move up, and hit OK, and it goes back over this first column. So I like to read things left to right, just kind of the most important. It's really not actually even the most important. It's quantity. This is just how I see it. I'm not telling you to set it up exactly like this. Just do your own thing. But this is how I have mine. The other thing that I want to mention is when you go through the course or my mentorship, this is one of the first and foremost things I do to help you set up the TD Ameritrade and the ThinkorSwim platform. But also I teach you, when you get into these charts, a couple studies. We're going to just close up here. You can change all these. You can do a 4x4 or 4x1, 4x4, however you want to do this. I have multiple things at certain times when I get into futures trading. We'll go over that in my mentorship program if you do choose to go join that with me. That's found over at the investingwithchris.com website. But one of the most vital pieces when you're reading a chart is getting your studies set up correctly, and understand that there's what we call a multiple time frame. And over here, I have a 1 day, 1 minute, 5 day, 5 minute, 5 day, 15, 10 day, 30, 180 by 4 hours, a yearly by daily, and a 3 year and weekly. So basically this first set is just showing me what's happening in 1 day and 1 minute. So here we are, 24-hour period, and every single minute. We'll go down to the 5 day, 5 minutes. This sets me back 5 days and what I'm looking at for every 5 minutes. And then so on and so on. 10 days, and each ticker or each candle is 30 minutes. We'll go back to a year, see what a yearly chart looks like, and each day. So if I hover over this, we got the date right here. If I hover over this, this is 8/19/19, so exactly or pretty much a year from a year ago. And then we have today, 8/14. So 360 of these, roughly 362, 358, whatever you want to count. I said 8/19, and today's actually 8/17. So there you have it. Each one of these are a day. So you can set these up. Just go to your time frames, customize list, and there you go. Add time frame. You can select these. Most of them's already set. You can do intraday, daily, aggregation period, 4 hours, so on and so on. Change tick, time, whatever. And then your appearance is up here in your options. I always want to show green for go and red for stop. So there you go. And then a neutral ticker. Obviously, if it goes up, goes down, and closes the same as it opened, then that's a neutral tick or a neutral candle, whatever you want to call them. I have bars set. You can go to candles. It's your candles. You can go to candle trends. A line chart. Some of you are familiar with line charts. They're literally just that. I do want to see highs and lows, so this ain't the best to see. Go back to that. You hit this. Correction. Go to study. Right click this. You can either go to style, settings, hover over that. Go back to appearance. Go back up the bar. And then you have the commons for your volumes, your volume bars, your background. You can change this to, white, for example. You can change this to gray. I like darker colors. That's just my personal preference. Hit apply and hit OK. Now we're back on the bar charts. But that's setting that side up. Now for the studies, I want to show you guys this. I'm going to go to edit studies. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to studies and then load study sets. And this is all my study sets that I have for the paper side and also the real side. I have a slow or a slow MACD with an RSI. Have some simple moving averages of 21, 50, 100, and 200. And then I have what Jeff Bishop and his guys are doing, which is a raging bull moving average. It's a certain chart pattern or study where if the simple moving average just crosses over, then obviously you got a short term, and then you got this long term. And everyone in the trading world knows that when you get over your moving average, you become in a bear trend. And then if you fall below this, it's kind of trading in a bullet or a bearish move. And then if it pops above the longer moving average, then obviously it's a bullish. So that's just that. And then I have RMO waves, parabolic, multiple RSIs, Bollinger Bands, and then my favorites are some TTM squeezes, and then a VWAP for getting into a more precise move for that day. I only use a VWAP, I think, about a 1 minute and a 5 minute. Anything else is pretty much useless. So as you can see right now, anything over the yellow line, it's too expensive. Anything when it gets to the green or below that yellow line, you're getting into a good buy signal. And that's just right at that current moment. So don't take this, just take it with a grain of salt. It's not something you should be trading off of right off the bat. But I would highly suggest you study the VWAP. I think I do have an article on it, or it's definitely mentioned in my book. And again, you can find that at investingwithchris.com. But I'm going to provide these studies for you guys This is one of the things that I offer in my mentorship program and also my course are these studies. So you can pick that up in either one of those. And then even in the video, I'm going to provide the links to you to grab these. What you'll do is you'll go up to load, go up to studies, load study. No, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, you'll just import it by opening it up. So you'll click on the link, it'll open up, and then you can save it. Save study set, and then you can name it exactly what I have it, and then you can load it. It should already be loaded, but if it's not, load it up there, and it's in your load study set, and you'll have that forever. And then just do that over for your rule side too. Unfortunately, TD Ameritrade or the ThinkorSwim platform, you can't import the same exact settings over to your real account or your live account. You have to go do that manually. It may have changed, but in the past you had to do it manually. You might do it. There might be a new feature where you can just switch it over instantaneously. But I do like to do things manually because it always refreshes my mind how to do something. But anyways, that's just me. I hope this video helped. Again, set up your monitor tab where you view all of your positions just like this. This is how I have mine set up: quantity, days, market price, market change, change percentage, and then your three Greeks: delta, theta, and gamma. Remember what those are. If you don't know what they are, you can find them again, as always, investingwithchris.com. I always talk about the importance of understanding the Greeks in the options world. And then you have your profit loss since open and profit loss for the day. And then over here, obviously, it's overall P&L year to date, available dollars that you have to trade, buying power effect on that position, cost of capital, capital being used, etc., etc. And then over here on the charts tab, set up your studies. You can right-click your chart, go down to style, go up to settings, or you can go up here and change this area, whatever shows your forex, so on and so on. I've got option buying power, stock buying power, net lick, forex buying power, day trading buying power, day trades left. Now this is only going to affect for those people trading under the 25,000. Unfortunately, that is the pattern day trading rules according to the SEC and what they have in place. Anyone lower than 25,000, you have it's pretty much 3 day trades in a 5 rolling period. So that means if I get in and out, in and out, in and out, I'm done. I can't do it anymore, or I'm labeled as a pattern day trader, and TD Ameritrade could put a red mark on my, basically flag my account, kind of halt my stuff. And that's anyone that has less than 25,000. So if you have $25,000, you're not going to be able to trade in and out more than 3 times. So that's open and closed, okay? That keeps you safe from blowing out your account, but if you actually know what you're doing, unfortunately, it's a limitation. I would suggest you, I don't know, use other people's money, just get better, keep dumping money and investing, and get over that $25,000 mark. It took me a while to do it when I first started trading, and finally, it's almost like unleashing the beast, because now I can get in and out and make $50, $60 in less than 30 seconds, and I can do that over and over again. But that's just me. I don't want you guys thinking you're going to get rich overnight or anything like that. This stuff takes practice and mastering and continuing of education. So that's it for this video. The market's about to open. I've got 4 seconds, and I will see you next time.